The Zanco Tiny T1 phone is an insanely small phone that looks like a toy, but it's a real working phone that will work with your existing GSM SIM card for carriers like AT&T and T-Mobile. Sorry, Verizon and Sprint customers, you'll not be able to use this phone. Claiming to be the world's smallest mobile phone, the Zanco Tiny T1 has been listed on a Kickstarter campaign. As of writing this report, the campaign has achieved $29,524, roughly 18.92 rupees lakh, of its $33,480, roughly 21.45 rupees lakh, goal. The Zanco Tiny T1 feature phone appears to come from an era before the trend of phones and big-screen smartphones, when calling and texting were the primary features in a mobile phone. The Zanco Tiny T1 is smaller than a thumb and lighter than a coin. Zanco brands the Tiny T1 as a talk and text mobile phone with an alphanumeric keyboard. The phone has dimensions of 46.7 x 21 x 12 mm and a weight of 13 grams. This phone supports a single nano SIM and can store up to 300 contacts in the phone book. The Zanco Tiny T1 can store up to 50 SMS messages and also the last 50 incoming/outgoing numbers in the call log, using its 32 megabytes of storage. Powering the Tiny T1 is a MediaTek MTK6261D motherboard and 32 megabytes of RAM. It sports a 0.49-inch OLED, 32x64 pixels, display and runs on a 200 mAh battery. The Zanco Tiny T1 has connectivity options like 2G, Bluetooth, and micro USB. The Tiny T1 is a quad-band phone and will be available in two 2G band frequencies, 850/1900 and 900/1800. There is no support for 3G or 4G frequencies. There is no internet access on this phone. The bottom of the Tiny T1 features a mic and a loudspeaker. Zanco is currently running a super early bird offer that prices the Tiny T1 mobile phone at about €30, roughly 2,280 rupees. The phone ships to most countries in the world and will start shipping in May 2018. You really can't believe how small the Zanco is until you hold one in your hand. It will fit in any pocket you have, including that little watch pocket in your jeans. For another size reference, here's the phone next to an SD card. The phone has a shiny black plastic shell with a small backlit white on black OLED display and a full number pad below it along with call, answer and end buttons, a four-way navigation button in the center, and two other menu buttons on either side. The design is a throwback to the candy bar style phones from years ago. On the back of the phone, you'll find the speaker at the top and a microphone at the bottom. The user interface is as basic as it gets. There's a signal strength meter in the upper left corner and a battery status icon in the right corner with 1.5 lines for other info below that. The Tiny T1 doesn't have iOS or Android, so you can't just say "Hey Google" or "Hey Siri, call Gene at work" and have it call the desired number. It does have a phone book, but good luck trying to add new numbers or access numbers that you've added using the tiny keys on this phone. Yes, it's doable, but just barely. Once you do end up calling out or receiving a call, the call quality is okay. Just don't accidentally swallow it while you're talking to someone winking face. And remember, this phone only uses 2G GSM, so you'll need coverage in your area. It should also go without saying that you won't be running Fortnite on this phone or accessing the internet with it.